at exactly how do we solve these things. All right, we know how to say them now, and so we're going to ask ourselves, how do we solve these? How is it the same, and how is it different from dealing with a regular equation? So these first few we're going to do, you're going to find that it's pretty much the same kind of thing. So let's take a look at this number 8 here. So it says 11W is less than or equal to 77. So if this were 11W equals 77, we would know that we're just going to divide both sides by 11. You always want to get the variable by itself. Well, this is no different. We're doing the exact same thing now. So we're going to divide this side by 11 to get the coefficient to be 1, which is what we want. And whatever you do to one side, it's that whole balanced equation thing you're going to do to the other side. So we're going to go 77 divided by 11, and that's going to give us 7. And then you get W is less than or equal to 7. And then if we were going to check our answer, what we would do is we know that this is true if W is less than or equal to 7. So let's pick a value that's less than 7. Let's take 5. So if I put 5 into this, I would have 11 times 5. And if I'm doing this right, it should be less than or equal to 77. Sorry, this is kind of glitching right now. So you get 55 is less than or equal to 77, which is a true statement, right? It looks really weird, but it's a true statement. And then when you draw these on your number line, it's the same thing where we'll put it over here. So we'll make this 7 right here. We're going to fill in the dot because it's less than or equal. And then you're just going to bring this, and it kind of goes down that way. I'm experimenting with using this other pad today, so I'm not using my normal stylus and the iPad with these. So if these look a little funny, you'll just have to bear with me. All right, let's look at one more example of how this works. Okay, so you got 20b. All right, 20 times b, or the product of 20b, is at least, in other words, greater than or equal to negative 120. So again, we're going to do the same thing where you want to get b by itself, and we do that by getting the coefficient to 1. Well, the only way I can get the coefficient to 1 is if I divide by 20. And so I'm going to divide both sides by 20 because that's just what we do. When I do that, this turns into 1. So you get b is greater than or equal to, and then you do 120 divided by 20, which is 6, and then it's a negative divided by a positive, so it's negative. So it's b is greater than or equal to negative 6, so we'll make this negative 6 right here. Again, we're going to fill it because it's got that or equal to, and then we just bring it this way. See, I'm already getting a little better with using this thing. And then set it equal that way. So that's kind of the basic idea of how you do problems with dividing, with using division. Okay, and in the next video we're going to look at what do we do if you have the fraction in front of it. Okay, so stay tuned.